I wouldn't be either, John. I think they went the puck storm route because they were like, look, we can just choose either one in the event.
It is
the tofu puck. So Watson is taking the TB anyway. There you go, John. Only one CS behind the Viper. Make it even CS now. Quinn the GOAT. Let's have a look at the side lanes while we have a chance. Jonathan, of course, Watson, top lane, along with Maladich, as they are being chased by Zippe. But the Starbreaker, most of the strikes end up missing. Meanwhile, our Dark Willow getting pretty low. The Blood Grenade did land, and Desire, he's still on the run, but the Metamorphosis from Watson was available. Watson able to secure first blood on the position 1 Terrorblade. And he's going to be very, very happy with that start.
Is leading to that slower time. But overall, a pretty decent start for the side of AVULUS in terms of lanes. Mid lane's winning out hard. Smiling Knight's just free farming.
Ace is getting chased down pretty heavily here by Smiling Knight. They will back off a little bit. Tofu's going to return the favor here against Fly. A lot of harassment being built. In fact, the torrent is not going to connect thanks to that Sprout, but they should. One more right click with the curveball, they'll get it. Very nice. They do secure the Jakiro life at the end of the day. Meanwhile, top lane, Watson being chased down a little bit. He's going to pop his Metamorphosis with the Reflection, trying to fight back because Desire doesn't have the Shadow Realm anymore, and he might just be dead. Watson, seeing the opening, will take the life of Desire away. Celestial Hammer missing on the tail end of it.
Tempting fate. The Arcane Rune means Mobe doesn't really lose too much in terms of mana and cooldowns to kind of still maintain this pressure. It is a good time for Tofu to at least soak up for himself, and you do have 6 finally up on Quinn.
Ooh, he's going to be careful here. Mobe, 3 heroes around. He's going to bring in his Desire Dark Willow. Tofu trying to retreat now, gets Viper striked and should still die, and does. Meanwhile, Maladich also in a very awkward position. Oh, and Quinn, he's not going to be happy with that. This is every mid laner's worst nightmare. Can they find... Oh, they're going to find him. Desire running right into the primary target. Watson, no Sunder to commit here. He just has to try and find a way out. Maybe a deny attempt, but no, Mobe will be able to secure his life. And
they're slowing down up every now and again. They've done the damage to Quinn already. They know Ace is going to take a while with his mid lane matchup, or his off lane matchup not going as smoothly either. Into Sven, no real kill threat. Have to be careful, Maldi.
Not slowing down at all. He wants all the kills. This is a very, very good Viper performance already from Mobe. Not slowing down though. As I say that, maybe I've jinxed the poor man here, John. They're going to jump in with the boat. Mobe going to go down. And now Quinn, he wants a bit of revenge. They will jump Fly, and Fly to drop to boot. Sadly for Quinn, he didn't get either of those kills, which is a bit of a shame, but he won't mind too much. They do miss a Dream Coil. You know the game can't fight you right now. In fact, mid lane, they see Quinn on the Storm again. Can they deal with the Storm another time? Brambles is going to land, terrorizes out, and yeah, this time they've got him, I think, as Quinn will end up going down. Fly to secure that one. And that's why Desire held on to the Terrorize. Meanwhile, top lane, Sipper in trouble. Torrent will connect. They do secure at least across the map. But it is still favorable trades, I want to say, for AVULUS.
And it is. You're keeping the Storm heavily down. Quinn's trying to farm himself into Yules after seeing that Orchid come out from Mobe.
Mid.
Ace does have the timing.
This could be a big one. Mobe getting hit up by a Torrent boat, and he's gone. They'll lose their T1 mid tower, but they'll give a big kill away.
You have to utilize that tempo to widen that network gap, to widen the map control gap even further than just tier 1 difference right now. As Gaimin are still finding farm. Watson's still building up. Quinn slowly recovering. Why?
It certainly is. Quinn going to get jumped immediately, but a nice Sprout out from Maladich buying the time. Watson does need to get out of there, but he does have Sunder. So he'll be okay as Maladich actually does TP away just in the nick of time.
BKB for Smiling Knight is 2 parts away. Maybe a disassembly play there if you'd want to. Don't really see Sven's heart permitting for that one. A little bit of a movement out onto Mobe.
He's done a lot of damage to him here, but they're going to try and burst him down anyway. And in fairness, he's not very tanky on this Viper. He did go the awkward route for his item build, and
you're still kind of happy. You have the Dawnbreaker who can kind of play that role. And we've been seeing the issue for Mobe in getting just controlled up every single time. And that BKB has to come into play at some point. Fly?
out Fly, but he does have a bit of help. Smiling Knight going to try to move in, and well, they will actually find a pretty nice kill. This Fly will not actually end up dying. And the thing is, Gaimin, the only thing you worry about is when Roshan starts, or if they're knocking your T2 towers. But they're going to jump in mid lane, trying for Mobay. And again, he's very squishy here on this Viper, so maybe they've got him. And they do. Mobay is set to fall. Ice Path macro, though, making it very hard for them to get out of there. But in fact, they're going to jump back in. They'll go after Fly now, and they've even got Desire. 3 down for AVULUS. Maybe 4 now. They'll jump Smiling Knight to boot. Quinn, he's not done yet. Smiling Knight, he will be able to run out of there. Ace, oh, never mind. They're going back in. Malavich gives up his life for this one. But it's not going to matter. They're unable to continue into the tier 3 tower.
On AVULUS' end. The ultimates are off cooldown. AVULUS are trying to make a play with the smoke. They've got the BKB up for Smiling Knight.
They're finding nothing. Oh, maybe they find Watson. Watson will get jumped. They've got a Solar Guardian to find as well. And Watson deleted by Smiling Knight. No BKB required. And of course, Roshan should be the objective they'll take after that kill. And this is what Gaimin needs to worry about. You know, losing Watson into a Roshan, not what you want. It might actually be worth considering a steal attempt, and they are going to try, but Ace gets jumped immediately on the Kunkka, and there's no way out for Ace. He's gone. So now the vision game is kind of lacking here for Gaimin if they want to try for an Aegis steal. Smiling Knight looking extremely intimidating right now. Miss out on the Interceptor, though jump is there. Harpoon out as well. Smiling Knight still fighting Ace. Doesn't feel the need to BKB through that blade mail damage either. Just doesn't give a crap as mid lane. Quinn will get jumped, but again, the Yule Scepter will keep him alive through that silence. Keep in mind, there's no Aegis for this team fight. Smoke will be broken immediately onto Tofu, so we'll see each other. Tofu will get jumped. They'll try for Smiling Knight. Smiling Knight for now is going to be fine. Gets his BKB off. The crew will do the exact same, trying to just kite them away. However, Watson jumped in. Maladich is going to go down. Meanwhile, Quinn at least finding Mobay. What happened? Everybody else left. They saw the BKB usage. They just wanted to kite it out.
The movement of everyone else. Good dodges out from Quinn and Tofu, utilizing that mobility. You lose Watson, it's just...
It's not over either. Can they try and make this a good fight for Gaimin? X is out. Smiling Knight maybe feeling like he's gone a bit too far now. They'll jump him on the Sven. Smiling Knight really doesn't want to die, but he will go down. Ace to pick up a monster kill streak, excuse me, of Smiling Knight. And now they really want to punish the side of AVULUS for all the insolence throughout this last 30 minutes. Zibe will try to find an escape route, but it doesn't seem like there's much light at the end of the tunnel here for Zibe. He's gone. Quinn will pick up another. And I think AVULUS just invited Quinn back into the game, as they will lose Tofu at least. But I think they might have got themselves in a little bit of danger now, John, as Quinn again jumping in, now onto Desire. The mana just keeps coming. Desire, he'll TP away. Fly can't do the same though, I don't think. He's out of mana. Fly will die. Watson will pick up that one. And it turns out Roshan's up. If they get a Quinn kill,
about to scan.
Roshan's basically theirs, though Quinn does have buyback in fairness. A nice scan. Can he get quick enough? Quinn, no, he cannot. He'll get stunned up, and they'll take him down the first time. He's got buyback, though. And quite frankly, Quinn might need to commit for it, because Roshan, it's too important.
And Liz,
let's see what they can do here. They are going to scout out. A big Dream Coil. Landing on 3, forcing those BKBs out now, John. This is where it gets scary if you're AVULUS. They need to get out of there. It's not looking good, though. They'll lose Zibe already. Fly in trouble to boot. Fly will get caught out. And you know what? This is getting kind of concerning now, because Tofu, he just commits Green Coil. And these are the kind of plays that differentiate you from other players. But now AVULUS, they're going to have to be careful, because here they come. They know there's no BKB up on this Sven, and he's trapped. Coil is there. Tofu knows. Smiling Knight, see you later, sir.
Oh, no
Nothing to
buyback.
smile about this time. Ethereal Form's not going to help him too much once it ends. He will pop the BKB. Solar Guardian to try and help Quinn. He'll happily take the reset. The Aegis was just about to expire anyway. He wanted to die for it. Zippe now being dragged back. Tries to run. BKB only helps just a little bit. Not too much. As he's down without buyback now. And well, Gaimin, sure they've got no Aegis, John, but they've got nothing to be afraid about either. Maybe Smiling Knight. At least he's got his BKB this time. He's going to pop the gold strike. He sees Quinn. Jump in. Terrorize out, but no, the Lotus Orb. The Lotus Orb gives him the time, but no, the Brambles. The Brambles lock him in. Smiling Knight, though, can he survive without a BKB up? Surely he can't tank it. And he cannot. He's down again. No buyback available. It's got to be GG. No, in fact, he does have buyback now. He was just a little bit short. The passive gold coming in. They will lose Desire, though, by the looks of it. Desire will go down. But they're going to hold. At least for a little bit longer. As Smiling Knight, again, trying to go in, but he has no BKB. The Sunder's perfect. GG. What a way to finish for Gaimin Gladiators. If you're AVULUS, John, this one might hurt. This game loss might hurt because it really did feel like you won every lane. And it's against Alina. Like CS-wise, Tiny's still going to be okay. Harassment-wise, it's going to be pretty rough for Mobe. In my opinion, I have no faith in this core Tiny. Because he could end up with a 20-minute Blink Dagger or even just close to it. Not very fun for a mid-Tiny.
No. Doesn't even have lane control, so Walker's free for Quinn.
Maladich. One more, and they've got it. Desire. Able to secure first blood, and they didn't even need the rebound. Desire only hits level 2 now, and will be able to get away thanks to the rebound skill up. They could still try for the chase down with the Firefly Iron Shell, but they haven't quite yet because they haven't skilled up Firefly at all. It's now Tofu. He's going to move in, trying to chase down Fly on this Jakiro, and Fly may have overstayed his welcome, though he's going for the man fight, and Tofu is probably going to die, but he will secure a kill. Problem is, you gave a double kill away.
Bot lane, you're still looking for angles out with Desire. It goes 1-1-1, so doesn't have that extra reach for the rebound. Does have that value point for the bodyguard, though.
Trouble. Will be okay for now, though. The heal's coming in, though he finally will go down. But Watson, looking for a big trade, should have the Dawnbreaker and will. Not really the worst trade, and knowing he took those stacks away. Zippe taking a bit of damage down bottom. Meanwhile, top, they are chasing Tofu once again. They see the Ancients as well. Tofu is going to tie to Mobe, so a very nice rotation. They're not allowing Tofu to try and move in with those Iron Shells and help out Ace. They just continue to intervene every single time he's around the area. As mid lane, they even found Maladich. Quinn is around to try and help. Maybe they will force a fight because they do have Laguna and they'll commit immediately, but a nice Ice Path is going to get in his way. So he couldn't get the damage out, and now they could be in danger because Smiling Knight, he snuck up from the behind. Looking to set up, tosses in on a Quinn. Solar Guardian to follow up, and Quinn really going to regret his choices as Fly does die, but it's at the cost of his own life. And now those Ancient stacks, they're not safe. Even bottom lane, the chase on a Watson. Watson will make it, but the Ancients of the Radiant Triangle, they're going down. So you'll lose all that farm for Ace. Meanwhile, Desire still running away, but this is all time being bought. And sadly for him, of course, Zippe was able to get away the first time he committed the Doom. Mid lane, though, Quinn could easily go down if they can break the gap, and they do. Solar Guardian is in as well with the rebound. Quinn just gets destroyed. AVULUS just so aggressive once again here in this game, too.
From AVULUS, right? Like, you've got the freest farm in the world for Smiling Knight, still number 1 on that Dusa. Yasha up, Manta not too far off into a Maelstrom. They're trying to chase. They've got the wall ready, I suppose.
They're going to drop it on the stairways and blocking the way for Smiling Knight, but you have any follow-up here. So basically going to show up, they'll jump the Marcy, Desire will die, Tofu meanwhile somehow, no, he does go down. Now the chase continues. They really would love to try for Smiling Knight. But once the golems drop, you're just kind of out of lockdown. And that might be the big deciding factor for a lot of these fights, is if you can't keep Tofu alive.
He's set to go.
It is.
And again, with all of that initiation angles here, very simple to find these angles.
He's doing a very good job here, Mobe. Watson actually avoids for now. Avalanche will connect in the end, and he is just gone.
Quick resource adjustment out for AVULUS with these kills. You might find something bigger with Quinn.
Oh, and Mobe's just on the mark, isn't he, Jonathan? He just can't miss anything. Quinn finding, well, getting found out, I should say. Mobe, again, just fantastic work.
So the double auras can start to have some impact into that burst. And that side of AVULUS is playing into. And again, you've stalled long enough that at least Tofu does have that blink. Mind you, you're still losing your triangle here.
You are. Ace is going to try to run away, but they've got the dispose and they've got the avalanche. But game 2, they certainly have rectified that playstyle and they are not slowing down. Top lane though, oh, they're going to find Watson. Watson, he might get Desire and he probably, no, in fact, will he? Oh, he barely does. Last tick does it. They're going. A couple left behind though. They've got 3 heroes still here. Smiling Knight. He's going to show. He'll pop the Stone Gaze though. He's got TP. No, in fact, he doesn't have TP. Wait, did he just commit the TP? Oh, I think he did. Did the rebound cancel the TP?
Oh boy.
I think the rebound might have canceled that TP. I could be misseeing, John.
And that's the big kill you couldn't afford to give out on AVULUS. This Dusa does need a lot of farm. Oh.
They're going to find Quinn. This will be a big trade. Quinn gets used up trying to force stuff away. And obviously the Medusa kill's still massive, but they trade pretty nicely here at me.
And like you said earlier on, that's where the spice comes in. Lasso up.
Look around. And that's what required here for Fly. They'll hold out. Fly being a little bit of used to Here comes Mobe though. Solar Guardian in. They are still alive, but this could be dangerous now for AVULUS because the turnaround is here. The Fatal Bonds is out. They're all burning. This wasn't the fight to take. It was not the fight to take for AVULUS, and this is where the game officially turns.
Now you just lose out. At the least Roshan isn't fully committed on by Gaimin. Played a little bit safe, allowing an angle back in for AVULUS, but it is also a risk for the back wall and all of this AoE. Oh my god.
It's so dangerous. You're finding yourself, Smiling Knight. Can he keep going? They're going to try Aegis on the deck. Smiling Knight, he does pick it up, but he's going to lose the first life immediately, it looks like. He's out of mana. They'll try to protect him through this, but it's not enough. He'll lose the Aegis now. As Gaimin, they're bringing numbers in. Do they want to continue? Ace should go down. Avalanche out as well. Solar Guardian to fly and just kill the damn purple man. On a Watson, but here comes the lasso. Smiling Knight, he's strapped up. He's half mana already. They're focusing everyone else, but now Smiling Knight is sitting duck trying to man up against Quinn, but there's no manning against this man. Smiling Knight down. Quinn in the mid lane, just casually pushing your T2 towers. And he's sitting there asking you, what are you going to do about it? They're TPing in, they're going to try to chase this man down. Avalanche tosses out, Solar Guardian is there as well. Starbreaker to connect. Quinn is still going though. He gets the BKB off, and now the turnaround. It's looking dangerous again for AVULUS, but it looks like they will retreat with the leaner. Now no, Tofu sees the target he really wanted. Rebound will help a little bit, but not really a lot, as they are just going to die to the damage output of Quinn and Watson. And there's no answers for AVULUS, John. There's no buybacks in this Medusa. Even if there was, he can do nothing.
So lacking 160 here for Smiling Knight to have his tool of security. Speaking of,
Mobe gonna find a Batrider. Tofu though with a nice use of drop, and now this could be really bad because Watson's here. Quinn is on the right of them as well. Quinn's actually just dealing with Desire while we speak. So this team fight does continue, I think, this game, and they have no reason to retreat unless Quinn dies. He'll drop a little bit lower, but he's still fine. Mobedo going to jump in, trying to find the Lena. Quinn, he will go down. It's not a bad start here for AVULUS, but they're still losing their Medusa. She's been doomed up and is slowly burning alive as they'll drop the golem to allow Watson out of there. And they won't end up finishing off Smiling Knight. A great fight now for AVULUS. you know, go for a 1v1 against the Lina, but thankfully it is a 5v5 game, John, so definitely plenty of opportunities to make some plays here for Smiling Knight to just be able to get those right clicks off, as we are seeing a big smoke on smoke. They'll break the smoke now. Watson seeing the primary target as well. They'll jump in with the lasso and the double golden drop immediately thrown out as Quinn. He'll get right to work with the Smiling Knight. In fact, he'll go after the Marcy instead. Smiling Knight, though, a sitting duck, forced to just try and TP away, and he's gonna barely make it. He is gonna barely make it. I can't say the same for the rest of the squad. If they do at least kill Tofu, they'll lose Fly in the process. Zibe trying for a TP, gets caught by Quinn. Quinn will take care of it. No problem here for the Lina. We're trying to move into that Radiant Triangle where they could find Quinn. That'd be massive. But he's got that secondary life, don't forget, so it's not going to be that simple. They'll jump instead into the mid lane where they do find Ace. Ace can be fine. Doom thrown out. All they got, it's going to be the Tiny. Meanwhile, the back wall with the Fatal Bombs dropped. It's going to be absolute chaos now for AVULUS. They've got to get out of there. Fly is down. So is Desire. They'll get the Medusa out just barely as Watson. He couldn't get the vision for the TP cancel.
Yeah, it really isn't. Look, I don't hate Warlock itself. It's just Black Grimoire is just boring, but the hero's sound. You're seeing the full value of it when you've got the setup. And there's just no backline jump because you have to initiate with Mobe. They'll try it.
Yeah, they're going to try. Quinn getting caught in a big vacuum. The age is still available for Quinn as well. Zibe is gone, and Smiling Knight is looking very sad right now as he's also down. And I ask you, Jonathan, what can you do? What can you do in situations like this as Watson? He's doing something here for AVULUS, I guess. Almost feeding his life away. In fact, he does feed his life away. Quinn will go down. Maybe this is what you do. You wait for Gaimin to feel charitable. But Quinn, he's not that nice, surely. He'll go for the Megas. They're going to try and snipe him before he can get it. Ice Path is there. Macro drop. Toss up. Quinn, he gets it in time. Megas achieved. The team got wiped in the process.
You can have an innate that isn't just your boulders. Great, Nate. Good stuff.
Uh-oh. Smiling Knight. Is he alright? They haven't noticed yet. They'll see the Marcy instead of they love taking down, and now the normal punch is out on the Medusa with the Doom. What are you meant to do here, Smiling Knight? What are you meant to do but just accept that you're dead? He's gone. Quinn heals up with the Satanic. He's just destroying everyone on this Lina. GG's call. See you later.
Yeah.
And sadly, John, this was kind of readable from the draft. I think AVULUS did the right thing for the first 20 minutes, right? Like the first 20 minutes, it was so dominant again. They got the quick blink up.
Dances away with upheaval, hiding away, having a good time.
Yeah. I will reiterate, John. I think Mobe did a brilliant job. Like this is how Tiny's meant to work. I just think the hero does nothing after 20 minutes.